path he must traverse fraught with adversity, I await whilst praying. For this destiny predetermined since ancient times.
Hello!
A pitch black night unfolds with the morning star as its only light. And thus the saga begins.
And thus the saga begins. Hello, everyone! Wicka wick 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 wick. Hold on.
He shall appear from a far eastern land across the sea. A young man who has yet to know his potential. This potential is a power that could either destroy him or realize his will.
So before we start, obviously, we're doing a charity stream tonight for the amazing special effect on Team Sega. I am going to make sure that I have my pancakes ready.
I await whilst praying. For this destiny predetermined since ancient times.
Pancakes.
A pitch black night unfolds with the morning star as its only light.
Not these pancakes.
And thus the saga begins.
Blueberry sauce. And the butter. I'm fine. Oh my god, that's not butter, that's sour cream. I am grossed out. I put sour cream on my...
He shall appear from a far eastern land across the sea. A young man who has yet to know his potential. This potential is a power that could either destroy him or realize his will. His courage shall determine his fate. The path he must traverse fraught with adversity, I await whilst praying. For this destiny predetermined since ancient times.
Yeah, she's doing better now, thankfully.
A pitch black night
until I take her off, I still have her on wet food for the next couple of days. But yeah, hopefully she keeps getting better.
The saga begins.
She's currently staring at me right now because I'm eating blueberry pancakes and she loves blueberries. Leia, you ate like a queen earlier. Your cans of food are $2.50 a can. You're like a little queen. That's one thing of butter. That's two things of butter.
He shall appear from a far eastern land across the sea. A young man who has yet to know his potential.
I couldn't think of a more fitting game for the amazing charity than Shenmue.
This potential is a power that could either
destroy
him or realize his will. His courage shall determine his fate. The path he must traverse, fraught with adversity, I await whilst praying. For this destiny, predetermined since ancient times.
Yep.
A pitch-black night unfolds with the morning star as its only light. And thus the saga begins.
And thus the saga begins. Hold on. All right. Shenmue. I do love my food. Father?
Ine-san.
Ryo-san.
Ryo-san, I'm all right, but Hazuki-sensei...
My father?
Oh, God.
Fuku-san!
Probably 100 times?
Fuku-san!
I played this while in traction. Where is the mirror? I have no intention of telling you.
Father!
Stay back, Mule.
Stay back, Bill.
For the last time, where is the mirror? I've no intention of telling you.
Father!
Why you?
Why you?
Now then. No matter how often you ask, I'll never tell.
Then your son.
No, don't! Hand over the mirror. Or else, your son. Wait! The mirror.
Freaking Paul Lucas, man.
Buried under the cherry tree. Do you remember Chao Sun-Ming? Chao? That's the name of the man you killed in Moon Swan.
No.
It can't be. You! Get up. I'll allow you to die like a warrior.
Father.
Can't rat me out. I got both mirrors. B-O-F. Both.
We have it.
My dude just committed a 187, walks out like it's nothing. Nandi-sama.
Father.
Forgive me for leaving you alone.
What are you saying? Father!
Your friends. Keep friends. Those you love close to you.
No. Father! No!
That part gets me every time. When he says, I'm sorry for leaving you alone, it rips my heart out. I didn't know that.
A letter for Hazuki-sensei.
It's so sad. I can't believe that scene gets me every time. Like, look at all the trophies. Hey, hey, hey. Suspend disbelief, buddy. I'm sure the police were already called.
Ryo-san, you should still be resting.
I'm fine, really. And you? Are you alright?
Yes, but I must keep busy, otherwise I'll get depressed.
I understand. But you needn't work too hard.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I have this for you. This is for today. From tomorrow, I'll leave it on top of the shoe cabinet every day.
Do you know where Fukusan is?
Fukara-san, I believe
No,
he's
no,
in the
no,
dojo.
no.
Really? Thanks. I will get them, Father.
Tiger. Sorry, twin blades. I thought there was Tiger in here. Regardless.
Dear Ryo, those who follow the path of a warrior must be ready to die. In order to stand by their convictions. Live for one's convictions. Die for one's convictions. That is how I lived my life. Ryo, it is up to you to discover your path and follow it through.
My father must have known that Lan Di was coming.
He's doing well. I don't bring him in here anymore because I think he was really getting upset by all the lighting in here. But he does okay in there. I let him do his thing in that room. A key.
Huh. What's this key for? A key? But to what? This may come in handy.
Leia is laying right there. What are you doing? Don't put your nose in that bag, you little thing. She's so little. Such a little lady. Yoda, what are you doing? Oh, excuse me, Ine-san. I will go this way. No, not recently. Okay, I was getting ready to play that. I did buy a new arcade, but it's having some problems, so I'm not going to really talk about it until it either gets fixed or I have to send it back. So, okay, so I guess I don't get to play my Saturn. Fine, Ine-san. You know, my dad just died, and here you are, stopping me from playing video games. It's under the cherry tree.
Ryo-san, is everything okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I want to ask you about that man.
Oh, that man.
The man called Landi. What did he talk with my father about?
Landi demanded the mirror, and then they threw me out of the dojo.
The black suits? Catch the names?
I don't know. They came out of nowhere.
I see. Thanks, Fuku-san. If you remember anything at all, be sure to tell me.
Ryo-san, why? What you gonna do? Ryo-san, where are you going? You're not going after them. Please, don't. Look what they did to Hazuki-sensei.
They killed my father, right in front of me. I will have my revenge. I need to do this for my father. Hi, Megumi. You got a kitten in there?
You promise not to tell my mommy?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll show you.
Hold on. What is that noise?
Is this your
One
kitten?
sec.
But this kitty, see? She's all alone.
All alone?
Yep. See, the other day, when it rained, a car ran over her mommy. My big sister saw it. She said it was a big black car.
A black car?
Yeah, and she said it was really scary. And then me and Sis, we buried the mommy cat. And so now I can be the kitty's mommy. But Mommy says we can't keep the kitten at home.
So you going to keep her here?
Yeah, everybody's helping out too. Like Kota, Yasuo, and Kaio.
I see.
Kitty don't look so good. Think she's hungry?
I don't know what it is.
Wait a second.
Oh,
Okay.
it's this. Well, obviously, dried fish.
Do this, so it's easier to eat.
Wow, she's eating.
She's so tiny, but already an orphan.
It's so sad. Yamagi-san almost got ran over too.
Yamagashi-san?
Yeah, the car was going so fast, he got shocked and fell. And hurt his backside, so now he stays home all day. When I go to the candy shop, I always stop by to visit him.
Yeah, it's close by there. Megumi, you need to be careful around cars too.
Yes.
Well, I've got to go now.
But wait, we gotta think of a name for the kitty.
Oh, well, when I think of a good one, I'll let you know.
You promise? Bye-bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
I'm not calling the kitten PK. Even though technically that would be fitting because Project Katana is the code name for Dreamcast.
Excuse me.
Yes?
What's this nameplate say?
It says Tajima.
Does it? I'm trying to find the Yamamoto's house, but see, my eyesight is bad, so...
Don't worry. I'll look for it. Wait for me in that park up ahead.
You're so kind. Thank you so much.
Okay, who do I need to look for? Yamamoto.
Where do the Yamamotos live anyway? not here.
Leia, don't you dig underground. She's very cute, but she's a troublemaker and she knows it.
Yamamoto. That's it. Guess I'll go get that lady. Ma'am, I found it.
Did you? Thank you so very much.
This is it.
Thank you for taking the time to help me, young man.
I have to go now.
There are so few helpful young people these days.
Hey, boy. How about some milk? Stay back, Rio.
Yamagishi-san,
Oh, it's you, Rio.
how is your back?
Yes, it's much better. But how did you know?
I heard from someone in the neighborhood that you almost got ran over by a car.
Well, it must have been Megumi or Sumiya-san who told you. That driver was insane.
Could you tell me about what happened with that car?
Sure. This black car came flying around the corner over by Sakuragaoka Park and went towards Dobuita.
A black car. Did you see the license plate number?
Maybe if there hadn't been any snow. And to make matters worse, I fell over. So I never had the chance.
Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you're okay.
Oops, that's a wall. Tom.
Tom.
Hi, Rio. I heard about your father. I'm sorry. Have one of my special dogs. It'll perk you up, I bet.
Thanks. I'll have one next time. Anyway, on that day, did anything unusual happen?
No, nothing.
I see. Well, if you remember anything, let me know.
Sure thing, I will.
Tom. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Excuse me. Oh.
Nozomi.
Ryo, have things settled down for you any?
Yeah,
If there's anything I can do, be sure to let me know.
yeah. Did you happen to see a black car?
I
that
think
day?
everything that should have
black
been
car?
in this game is
Yeah,
in this
it wasn't
game,
the kind of car
and
that
everything
you
that was
usually see around
removed
here.
was removed
You
for a
know-
reason.
A car like
This game
that
is
splashed
perfect.
mud on me when it sped past.
Really?
Yeah.
You fronting with me?
Hi, what can I get for you?
I have a question for you. Do you remember the day when the snow changed to rain?
Yeah, I remember.
Did you happen to see a black car?
A black car. Oh, hey, that reminds me. You know that girl over at Ida Florist, yeah?
You mean Nozomi?
Yup. She was spittin' mad because some black car splashed mud on her. I don't know the details, though.
I see. Did you
Pulp
see who was
Fiction.
in the car?
No, I didn't. It was too fast. But I heard a rumor that Tom had an argument with the people in the car.
Do you mean Tom at the hot dog truck?
Yeah. Why are you asking about that car?
No reason. See you later.
Ryo,
Hmm?
cheer up, will ya?
Yeah, see you. Tom.
Hey, Rio!
Tell me about those men in the black car.
What?
Nozomi told me you had words with the guys driving the black car.
No, I don't remember.
They might have been the ones who murdered my father.
Your father?
Please try to think.
Right, man, I'll try.
That's one tasty burn. Okay, well, I know where this problem is going to be solved. At the tomato mart. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yo, may I help you?
This. Come on, baby.
Draw a ticket, please.
This is it.
I won.
Take your pick.
Already winning, baby.
Okay, this one.
Sure. There you go.
Excuse me, do you know where I can find any sailors around here?
Come again, yo.
Corey. How you doing?
How are you doing? I heard that you're I heard a rumor that you were playing an awesome game. Am I right about that?
I'm playing a little game called Shenmue. Perhaps you heard of it. It stars this dude from Texas.
Well, I hear it's like you know, it's one of the pillars of amazing games that we can know and love and enjoy today because we have games like Shenmue.
It is literally the grandfather, not the weird one that swaps war stories with you, but like the real grandfather that built everything. So yeah, you just came in at a very auspicious time. I don't know if that's the right word, because I just won a Metal Sonic right when you came in, and Gray Fox just yelled out, "Corey, how are you?"
Oh, what's going on, Gray Fox? Yeah, you know, we could just use big words, you know? It's a very photosynthetic time for me to come in, and photosynthesis? Oh, now I'm messing up. Let's see, hold on. How about it's a very pragmatic time? It's a very, let's just make up whatever words.
No prize.
For me to come in just right when
he's loving your Skyrim stream.
Oh, you know what? I'll be streaming Skyrim on Sunday morning, 10 o'clock Los Angeles time.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, talking about, you know, games that must have been influenced by Shenmue, Skyrim is a lot like that. So, of course, you have day-night cycles, you have NPCs that are running around, they all have their own dialogue. They have their own schedules too, they go to work, they go home, they go to the bar, you know, just like they did in Shenmue. But of course, we're talking about Shenmue being a, you know, a 22-year-old game at this point.
Especially since you bought merchandise.
And the fact that you because you were there, like you were there when it was being made. You were there when you got to play it before it came out. So you got to see like all the stuff that was like cutting edge that's now used today.
Yeah, and you know, it's funny. I know I've said this before too, but I remember playing Shenmue for the first time. I got a chance to play it in Japanese with English subtitles on the Dreamcast, right? So I had a little bit of a unique experience there. But, you know, I remember playing it and thinking, like, oh man, this is what I've always wanted video games to be. I've always wanted to be able to just go anywhere, do anything, go places, like real life, you know what I mean? And talk to people, and sometimes they'll talk to you when they're friendly, sometimes they won't. And you know, it's funny. I remember playing it and thinking like, oh yeah, you can really go anywhere and talk to anybody and do anything, you know. So that's what I thought the first time that I played Shenmue.
So yeah, you got to experience it before any of us did. You know, when it was, I think when it was still being done, they were even discussing the Dreamcast, it being done episodically. I think that's a word. Episodically? Episodic? Because I remember that... Oh, Mr. Tom, for the win. Thank you so much for the raid.
All right, welcome Raiders.
So yeah, I just remember, like thinking about that when it came out.
Yo, may I help
and you know, I remember reading an article in Edge, actually, which is a magazine that came out when we were younger. And
Draw a ticket, please.
Hello, fellow Sega Team streamer. How are you? By the way, the voice of Ryu Azuki is hanging out with us on on audio, so you get to hear the amazing Corey Marshall. So you came in at a very, I'm going to use the word again, auspicious time.
The prize is inside the capsule.
Gray Fox, can you do a shout out for Mr. Tom, please? I appreciate it. But yeah, I remember, Corey, there was, oh, I just got a Sonic. There was like a huge rumor that Yu Suzuki wanted to break this out into like 4, I think either 12 or 16 chapters. And you would download them off of the Sega Net, off of like, Dreamcast's like Passport. Yeah. So yeah, Corey, who is the voice actor for Shenmue 1, 2, and 3. He's in here with us today, hanging out.
Yeah, you always are asking me questions, but I want to ask you a quick question if that's okay.
Sure, of course.
So yeah, I don't know if everybody knows this story or not, but what does Shenmue mean to you?
Okay, this one.
Well,
Sure. There you go.
so Corey knows this story. I don't know if a lot of you know this story. Oh, I just got a request, Corey. One of the new people from the Amazing Raid would like you to say "I see," if you could.
What a line that I don't know if I say that in the game. Let me think about it for a second. Oh, I do say it a couple of times. Okay, hold on a second. I see. I see. I see. Yes, he says "I see" about 6 gazillion times, I think.
Hey, Project Katana.
Between 1, 2, and 3.
I just love. You know what's crazy about like the level of how much you get harassed in Shenmue and how it like by like Shenmue 3 you're like pretty much like getting like verbally sexually assaulted.
Hey,
like,
Project Katana.
Yeah. Well, there are some thirsty old ladies that live up in the mountains. They haven't seen a young man like Hazuki ever. Maybe not for them. Maybe not in the last 40, 50 years. So, sometimes words just flow,
May I help you?
and I just accept it.
I'm glad,
all right,
Freddy. Yeah,
really
he's an amazing guy.
need
Like,
to get to Sonari Road.
we're here for a charity, so he's absolutely amazing. He's actually one of my like best friends. So whenever I'm doing like anything charity-wise, I'll ask him to jump in, and he'll come in. Okay, so let me read this. So now you're getting some questions, which is amazing because you're you. Mr. Tom for the win. My favorite line is, "Did you happen to see the black car the day the snow changed to rain?" That is probably the saddest line in all of Shenmue, besides your dad, Corey, saying to you, "I'm sorry, I have to leave you alone."
Yeah.
Like,
there are some great lines there, and you played that earlier, right? Where he talks about keeping friends and those
that
who you
rips
love.
me apart every time. I tear up every time.
Yeah.
That line, because you're crawling over to him after being like basically kind of like the same stuff that happened to Iwa. Like, you got like a thrashing, and you're crawling over to your father just to see if he's okay, and he just like your dad knows that your dad knows that he's dying. Like, he knows that he sustained a crippling injury. So like, even before his last breath, he says to you, "I'm sorry, I have to leave you alone." Like, that's just on your 18th birthday, man. That's why I said, like, you changed that day. Like, I think you were a child up until that fact, and then like holding your father, who held you in his arms when you were born. You hold him in your arms as he's dying. Like, I think that just took all the child out of you.
Yeah. Well, I guess by our legal standards, you become an adult at 18. But really, Hazuki, you're right. Like everything changed for him that day. He had to leave everything behind, and in fact, that's really the story of what happens to him. He leaves everything that he once was, to go on this quest. He's even given up his schooling, which I mean, I think we can all understand what that's like for a young Japanese man a young Japanese man to give up his schooling is just really just unheard of. To go on this quest, he's given up his home, he's given up his
relationship, his friends, everything.
Yeah.
It's and I've always said this about you when you were cast in that role, like that you convey that, like, the pain. Like, you never enjoy anything, and I think that's, when you were voicing it, I noticed that even like the smallest things, like, getting the capsule toys, like, there's really, it's almost like forced excitement. And that's kind of like, why I love how you did that voice. Like, there's no happiness in you anymore. It's all just drive, but you have to do things that make you seem almost like a human, like an 18-year-old kid, because if you just kept that melancholy, nobody would really want to help you. So you adapted almost like a samurai type feel to you. And it's funny, you know, I remember I told you I never played Shenmue 2 until a couple of years ago when I finally decided to do it on the remaster, because I wanted to hear your voice. So like playing Shenmue 2 for the first time on PC,
Hello, may I help you?
and hearing your voice with a continuation of the game save, like the little things like the new lines when you're opening up the capsule toys, and how like even when things annoy you, you still just do them, like the cleaning of the dojo,
No
like
prize.
that type of stuff. Like there's just something about the way
Especially since you bought
you voice
merchandise.
him. It's yeah. But yeah, so
Yeah, you know, it's interesting that you bring that up, because it's like even with the, you know, like the capsule toys, for example, you just mentioned that. You might think of it as maybe an echo of something that he used to be, you know, maybe happy or excited about, you know, because sometimes it is, you know, it's like a memory of his childhood or something, you know, something that he used to be, and now no longer is.
yeah. Like, you were so structured by your dad to, like, you know, do the right thing. You know, you can tell that you did martial arts for such a long time. Even, like, investigating your room, seeing all the trophies, you know, seeing your Hakama, seeing that you are a black belt by the age of 18, which means you were probably a black belt when you were 12 or 13. That all that structure, like the little things like your dad telling you that farmers have to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning for you to eat, like, so you were already so rigid and structured that, yes, you were like a kid, but you weren't like a kid. So I think the loss of your dad just put you into pure adult mode. Like, I'm very excited to see what happens in Shenmue 4 when we get it, and Shenmue 5. You know, I would even be okay with them, you know, like after like Shenmue 4, them fast forwarding like they do in like Game of Thrones, where they put you like they have you like 10 years later, where you're in like you're almost your 30s. I would love to see, you know, that like how you portray him when the mission is done. Like, do you go to jail? Do you end up going through with it? Or like after you do everything that you need to do you go home? And do you just start teaching like your dad did? Like, I think that's the beauty of Shenmue, is like that waiting to see what happens, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so to answer your question earlier, so Corey asked me a question right before the raid happened about why Shenmue is so important to me. So I had read about Shenmue. I was waiting for it to come out. It was in all the magazines. It was like, you know, supposed to be like the biggest thing on Dreamcast, and I ended up having to have back surgery, scoliosis surgery to be specific, and I was in a lot of pain. And the deal was that either they were going to do the surgery, which was for the year I had it, which was the same year Shenmue came out. It's not like we were in like the future yet, so they used a technique that they used from like the 70s called a Harrington rod system. And essentially, I had my whole entire back laced with metal to stop the scoliosis, which would have put me in a wheelchair. So after the surgery, I was in critical pain for 6 months, to the fact that I really didn't want to be here anymore. Like, I was on pain meds, I was constipated, I couldn't even bathe myself. But what kept me alive and kept me around was Shenmue. Was the guy that you're hearing right now talking with me. His voice, his mission in this. I adopted this mantra that there's always somebody worse off than you in this world. There's always somebody that has it worse. And I looked at this kid who was around my age when this happened, and I was literally his age. I was like a year older than Ryu Hazuki when he lost his dad in 1986. And
I'll play it once.
Just hearing Corey portray this character, and all I did was play Shenmue. And that kept me around, like, through all the pain meds I had to be on. So, Shenmue is very special to me because I'm alive because of it. Not many people can say that a game saved their life. And Corey knows that I've thanked him immensely for that over the years. And when me and him became friends, I told him that story. Oh, by the way, Corey, I'm playing my favorite thing in all of Shenmue, and also where my favorite line comes from. This is the last
dart. Playing darts by chance?
Yes, I am. This is the last. So, how all you guys have these amazing lines that you love in Shenmue, how you have like the day the snow turned to rain, all these amazing. My favorite line, and this includes Shenmue 2 as well, is "This is the last dart." I just love how Corey says "dart." Like his Texas twang came out in that one. Like it broke character for a minute. It was like, I think you remembered growing up in Texas and playing darts, and you're like, "This is the last dart." Like, I just love it. And that's my favorite line in all of Shenmue. And I just got a bullseye, by the way, Corey.
Oh, nice. Well, mine is on my Twitch stream every time, the go live notification, and it's Let's Get Sweaty.
You love that line. I used that today when I was going live on Twitter. I mean, when I went live on Twitch, I put "Let's Get Sweaty" for charity. Because, you know, we're doing the special effect charity today.
This is the last dart.
Nice.
We raised $85 on the first day on a goal of 100 quid. So...
Sweet.
So, yeah, I just got 3 bullseyes in a row. I'm trying to get my 4th. Wait for it. I just realized that the time runs out and it doesn't even matter. So what's that mean? Oh, I don't get the time bonus.
Yeah. That's how you get more points with the time, exactly.
Gotcha. So I'm at 212 right now. Oh boy.
So close.
I got 18. So yeah, that's, you know, that's my story about Shenmue, and that's why it's so special to me, because, you know, it kept me here. There was actually a guy, Corey, on Tech Raider. He's one of Tech Raider's writers who had a very similar story about Shenmue. Actually, his article was "Shenmue Saved My Life."
Oh, good.
And he talked about how Shenmue saved his life as well.
So, you know, it's funny. There are different pastimes and I don't know, ways of just living life, right? In Shenmue, and you know, some people in Shenmue 3, even will just take a whole day and just go fishing. You know what I mean? Which is kind of crazy if you think about it. You're like, "Oh, I'm gonna go fishing today." "Oh, great. Where are you gonna go?" I'm gonna go in Shenmue and fish.
It's funny you brought that up. You know who's obsessed with fishing that has like all the fishing achievements in Shenmue 3? Felipe. That dude has the jacket. There's like some special jacket you get from fishing. He has that jacket.
Yeah, well, that, you know, stuff like that is hard to accomplish. Like, I mean, you would have to just like take a Saturday, you know, and just go fishing all day, and you could do that for a few months, and then and then get these achievements.
I know, it's crazy, right? Like, I remember he sent me the clip of him getting the jacket. I was like, holy crap! I thought because remember, I backed Shenmue 3, so I have like the Kickstarter jacket, which is the black Yosaka jacket with like with the dragon on the back of it. So like, that's something that you can't buy. Like, you can only buy that off eBay. I don't even think the codes work anymore now, because I think the codes only had like a 2-year period on them. But yeah, I have like the actual, you know, the black jacket from Kickstarting. And I was like looking at that, and I was like, oh my god, that's as cool as this freaking black jacket. And there's also, I don't know if you know this, if you bought the digital deluxe edition, there's this amazing bomber jacket that has Sega on it, similar to the motorcyclist repair guy in Shenmue 1.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did see that. Yes,
getting it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It is pretty cool. It is pretty amazing.
Whoa, the high score.
Dude, I just got 464 points, baby.
Well, man, you're pretty good. You
Yeah.
won a prize. Here you go.
Are you gonna break 500 today?
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go again right now. Actually, I'm gonna try again. I would like to try to break 5. I had a couple of opportunities, and
One game, 100 yen.
yeah, like this is honestly like how you just said, like like there's people that play, fish all day.
Maybe
I
I'll
can
play
literally
today.
just sit in Arcade U and just hang out like that. And what's crazy is when I play games, so just to let everybody know, like Corey is an official employee with Sega. He does stuff with Sega, so they send him stuff all the time. So like, he's got a backlog of games that he goes through. So like, he's got Judgment to still go through. He still needs to finish Yakuza Like a Dragon. I think didn't I even get you a copy of
Yeah,
Lost
that's the
Judgment?
way.
Didn't I get you that? I don't know if I sent that to you.
Got it in my queue.
Yeah, so he has so many games that he needs to go through. And what's crazy is whenever I play a game like Judgment or Yakuza, like all I do is hang out in the arcades
good.
because that's what I enjoy doing. Now the difference is obviously in Judgment, Lost Judgment, you've got Virtua Fighter 2, Virtua Fighter 2, Virtua Fighter 5 Final Showdown version 3. You've got Sonic the Fighters now. So there's like so much more, but like I think
good.
having like only like 2 games in this is just incredible to me.
Well,
Okay.
maybe one day we'll scrape up enough money and we'll make Arcade U, and
my God,
we'll put in Hang On, and we'll put in
Yeah.
the other one that's in there.
This is the last
We'll also do QTE Title, So I think probably you and I will be the only ones hanging out in there all day.
Yes, it'll
but...
just be me and you. And Des would come in, she'd be like, "You guys are still hanging out here?" Like, Des, we're role playing.
It's like, oh, but I gotta.
Why do
beat
I
my
have to?
height.
You get to be shy this time.
Guess I'll try again.
Well, I recently shaved all my hair off, so I could be shy.
No, you can't. I saw the head shave. You don't look anything like Chai. Sorry.
Well, Chai doesn't have a nice beard. I guess
No,
I'd
he
have to get rid
doesn't.
of the beard too.
So yeah,
Oh,
like
sa-
it's
a
funny.
A little sad news here though for you though.
What's up?
So the play that I'm doing takes place in the 40s, right?
I'm getting
So you know what that means.
No beard.
No beard. That means I gotta shave my beard.
Oh no.
Which means I have to have no beard for a couple of months.
Right, because people in the 40s didn't have beards. They had mustaches or handlebars.
Well, they had like tiny, like pencil mustaches if they had one, but that's only like, only a couple of people had that.
And didn't you have to have like money to have a
beard?
beard because you needed to maintain it? It was expensive. I would imagine to have like a beard with all the creams and stuff to like keep it, because man, people dressed so different back in the day. Like I was watching Peaky Blinders and I was like, wow, these guys dressed so fancy for back in the day.
Well, that was just normal. You know what I mean?
Not
You
too bad.
you go to the movie theater and you wear a 3-piece suit, and you have your leather gloves with you and your hat and vest, tie, nice leather shoes, everything. That's just how people dressed.
Yeah.
I know, Freddy, it's perfect. The music is so great in here. Like, this is my favorite part of Shenmue, is just doing this. And every time Corey comes in, whenever he has time to come on in here, I just play darts and we just talk about Shenmue.
No, good.
Oh, I got a 1. No, good. I gotta get home after this, though.
Oh.
I just got
no
a
more
1.
darts.
no, I didn't
Ine-san
get-
would be so disappointed
next time.
with you.
Yeah,
He'd be like,
Ine-san, she makes me feel so bad about showing up. And then I think about it, though. Like, you gotta really just realize that she just lost. She basically got assaulted in her own home. She watched the head of the household get murdered. She watched Fukusan get kicked out of the dojo, and then you almost died. So, I gotta give her the benefit of the doubt. Plus, she's holding on to my inheritance. So, I gotta be nice to her.
You know, and then she just looks at you with that very disappointed Asian look.
She really does. She really, really does.
And then she just gives you a little bit of allowance so you can just go blow it all in the arcade. God. Jeez,
My name is
Hazuki.
Ryozuki. I will avenge my father after I feed this kitten and drink this soda and collect these toys.
And play darts.
Man, darts in this, and darts in this is so much better, like, than in Judgment or Yakuza. Like, I played darts in both of those, and I'm like, these are not fun. And then in Shenmue 2, I love that there's like a dart challenge. Like, you actually play against a dude in darts. Fox just asked, I don't know how's Mimi doing? Who's Mimi?
Oh, well, that's one of the 3 names that you can give the kitten in Shenmue 1.
Ryo-san, you're home.
Oh, the kitten. I don't even think I named the cat. I was always a dog person. Is that wrong?
Don't worry.
It's wrong.
I do not
Because
want
this
to
cat,
beg you, but
just went through the same thing that you went through, and you're supposed to be taking care of it.
Oh,
wow.
Man, I just got yelled at. See? I just got yelled at. I just got yelled at.
So yeah, Mimi is the cute kitten that that people have. Maybe you didn't do this. If you don't take a left turn and go into the park, you'll miss the story. But yes, poor little Mimi's mom was run over by the black car on the same day that your father was murdered.
Oh, I've done that. I did that part at the beginning of this. So yeah, like that's like the cat version of you.
Yeah, exactly. So little Mimi is you, but a cat. See, and then that's why it's important for you to go and nurture and take care of this little baby kitten.
So you named your cat Mimi?
Well, I think the last playthrough was actually Chibi, but like I said, there are 3 different names that you're able to give the cat.
Let's see. I missed so much from the first game. I got to the end. It was like so happy that I got. Yeah. Again, here's the problem, Freddy. Is I beat both of these a bunch of times, but I never do the right things in this. Like I'll play darts because I've got real bad ADD, and then obviously when you have the main voice actor from the game in your channel. Like, do you really want to go and investigate? No, you want to just go play darts and talk with him. So, like, I'm going into Tomato Mart right now. Like, I'm going into Tomato Mart because I think with the luck of Corey, I might actually get the freaking boombox. Plus, the girl's here today, and I think she has a crush on me. Every time that stoner's there, he hates me. I never get anything from him.
Well, it's that he was just jealous of you because in school, you were always the athletic one.
That's what I'm thinking. Oh, I've never got a game over Scene Fox. No, I beat the games. I just love playing darts. Like, I play darts, until it gets awkward.
Has anybody here ever gotten the quote-unquote bad ending? Because I've never gotten the bad ending.
I won.
Has anybody in here got the bad ending? Let's see. Nope. Okay, Gray Fox says no.
Okay, good.
Okay, this one.
Sure. There you
As
go.
if you waste too much time playing darts, you can get the bad ending.
Okay, I don't want to do that. So now I'm not playing darts because that'd be real bad to get the bad ending.
Come again, yo.
What's funny is, I've told you this. I still have my, my original, Shenmue game saves for Dreamcast, and that's where I have like all my rare toys from when you could actually go online and trade toys.
Yeah.
So I still got my toys from when Passport was up and running.
No,
The
may I
Passport
help
was
you?
incredible because you can literally trade and talk with kids in Japan. I thought that was like the end-all be-all for video game systems, like
John,
being
take it,
able
please.
to log on your 56K modem through your Dreamcast. Like that was just perfection.
You had to wait,
prize.
so the log-on time, you had to wait for it to... It's not
Especially
just
You
like
did.
today.
You had to wait, and
You're on the
then
internet.
I get yelled at because at that until like we only had 2 phone lines, but my sister still used hers. So I was sneaky and I ran the phone line into my room, and I would get caught because I just wanted to go online.
May I help you?
This.
Okay, Fox wants me to buy the kitten some food. What do you give me if I buy the kitten some food?
Draw a ticket, please.
How
Draw a
about
ticket,
some
please.
respect?
What was that?
How about some respect?
For real? Okay, I'm gonna win something right now. Here we go. I lost.
Prize.
Fine. You know what? I'm gonna go. I'll buy
Especially
the kitten
since
some
you bought
food.
merchandise.
I'm gonna get the kitten some tofu. Kittens love tofu.
Uh-huh.
You're like, wait a minute. That doesn't seem right. I still.
Yo, may I help you?
This.
Okay. Do I get the ticket for that? Son of a.
Come again, yo.
For 500 yen, I don't get a ticket? You have
Maybe
7 cats? You have a clouder. That's what you call a bunch of cats. You have a clouder of cats. I mean, I have 2 corgis, 2 leopard geckos, and a bird that yells Sega at me now when he wants stuff.
What is a bunch of corgis together?
It's just called amazing.
An amazing of corgis?
Yes. A pride of corgis. I was actually thinking of getting a 3rd one.
My God. And naming it Loot?
I mean, the house is big enough, but if I get a 3rd one, I would have to go through a breeder that doesn't dock tails because I don't want to ever. I don't want them. I don't want the corgi. Like now I know that there's breeders that you can get them non-dock. Like I want the corgi to have their tail.
Yes, it's
so
much better.
Finding that is actually very hard.
By the
Well,
way,
so here's the deal.
Are you maintaining
there
your martial arts
a true
skills?
corgi doesn't. So the the 2 different kinds of
Yes,
corgis, right?
I understand.
So a true
my
corgi
best.
that is bred properly actually doesn't have that tail. But if they're not bred properly and they have a tail, yeah, they'll be docked, which is not what you want. You want a corgi that's bred properly that doesn't have the tail. So there is no docking process.
Yeah, because I know Yoda had a little bit of a tail, and Leia barely had a tail, but they still docked it anyway. But see, Leia's tail, like she has like a little nub, and she can actually control it. It's crazy. Like I see that little nubbin wagging when she's playing. I was like, wait a minute, you do have a tail, because like she'll be walking around the house and she'll randomly try to attack me, and she'll growl, and I'll see that like her little butt tail come up. I'm like, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're probably gonna go for like another 15 minutes. Corey was gracious enough to come hang out. I'm gonna Fox, can you put !donate in one more time? We are working with a charity called Special Effect through Team Sega. I'm trying to raise 100 quid. We're at like 85 right now. And what this charity does is they actually work with kids that are handy-capable and build apparatuses for kids that have, certain handicaps. Because they want every child to be able to play video games. And it's an amazing charity. It's through Game Blast, through Special Effect on Team Sega. And yeah, they're absolutely incredible. Considering that what's been going on with the pandemic, they've actually switched to remote working. So they've hired extra people to help build out specs, because obviously going face to face with people, especially if like the child is immune compromised, is not a thing. They can't do that. They can't risk the child, getting sick. So they'll literally build these apparatuses for these kids, and that's kids that are blind, kids that are deaf, kids that are born without limbs, and they build these special apparatuses so everybody can play video games. I'm gonna talk to this girl. She seems nice.
Who the hell you think you are?
Okay, she wasn't nice.
What you want, twit?
Oh, did you get a chance to talk to the bad girls who are smoking on the corner?
She just called me a bastard.
Yeah.
What? What pansy ass
They're
geek?
also jealous that because what happens is that they hang out with the stoner kid, and they heard all of the stories about you being kind of a douchey jock. So that's what it is.
She just called me well, she technically just called you a pansy ass geek.
Ono-san. Oh, it's you, Ryo.
Well, actually, you're controlling, so it must be
Your
you.
voice.
Are you okay now?
Yes, I feel a lot
Checkmate.
better now.
Don't overdo it.
But yeah, Benjamin, thank you for doing this charity. It's really really great. And if you think about it, I was talking to my daughter Katana about it, and she said, it's really great that there is a team of people out there who are helping kids be able to experience video games because, she said, I couldn't imagine my life without video games.
Yeah.
My daughter told me, like, I would be a different person. I wouldn't even have the same friends that I have if it wasn't for video games. So, she thought it was so amazing. Just she was so happy to hear about there's a team of people out there who are working to, give kids the same experiences that she has been able to have. And she's really grateful for what she has. And she doesn't take that for granted. But
and it's
yeah,
funny you brought
really...
that up because I actually wanted to read you something since Katana just said that. Actually, I would love if Katana was around so she could hear this. Tiltify, which is the charity organizer, pretty much just said what Katana just said about Team Sega in general. Let me find the tweet. So yeah, 10 hours ago they posted Go Team Sega because this is Sega, has their own, like, obviously a team that we're all on. But let me read you. They sent it. Let me read this to you. Hold on, let me find it. So Tiltify wrote, "Hey at Team Sega, we see you and your amazing huge team for Game Blast 2020. At Special Effect, there's lots of heroes and a lot of familiar faces. We also see you smashed your initial goal. We're so proud." Yeah, so the goal was already, like, hit before we even started.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah, so the goal was already, like, there, which is freaking incredible. Let me see, hold on. So, Sega team has the biggest campaign supporting Game Blast 22. I know we don't have crazy big streamers, but we have hundreds of thousands of followers, etc., and we have people joining in. We have collectively raised so much already. Yeah, like, that's, like, it's, people like me, the smaller streamers, but there's so many of us out there that are trying to raise money, and, like, the fact that, somebody like me that has, only 3 to 4 people in here, like, I raised, this channel, I won't say this channel raised 85 pounds on a goal of, like, 100. Like, that, every bit of that helps. Like, every bit of that. Like, that to me is incredible,
Yeah, so, I mean, if you have, obviously if you have 100 people, each raising 100, then that's what makes all the difference, to get these kids, quite a bit of joy in life.
Yeah,
especially since this is something that other kids are able to experience. Let's just take movies for example. Almost everybody can go and enjoy movies. Not everybody can, but I think a vast majority of children, even with their disabilities, are able to go and enjoy movies and stuff. But video games, it takes interaction. It's something that you have to. It's something that you personally have to do, and you need the ability to manipulate a controller. So it's great that it's giving the kids the opportunity to be just like everybody else, just to be like every other kid and have that same experience.
Exactly, like that's. And what I love about when Sega works with charities, like we remember the one we did for ATE a few months back. They work with charities in Africa. They work with charities that help with, and when Sega vets these charities, something like the highest percentage obviously goes to, to the people that need it. It's not, these are pure MPOs, which is incredible. They're there to really just help out the people they promise to help. Oh, and I was going to let you know this. So for anybody that, I don't know if anybody knows this, I think Gray Fox knows this. So, Corey is actually in the video game that me and my friend are making. Corey's been casted, he's already done his lines. and there might be further things for him down the pipeline. So me and my buddy made a little game called Korg the Dead, and due to the recent events that are happening in the Ukraine, I usually don't go into politics on stuff, but you know, I can't stay silent when I see what's been going on. For the next 2 weeks, half of the proceeds to any Korg the Dead purchase off of Steam are going to the Ukrainian Red Cross. So yeah, we'll be doing that as well to try to just whatever Ben and I can do. And I told Corey this. So yeah, you get to actually hear Corey again in a totally different video game. He's actually playing a villain. So he's playing the final boss, and he's playing as a Corgi in Korg the Dead. Fox, real quick, can you go to Steam really quick and just copy in that link for Korg the Dead in case anybody is interested?
Yeah, and what's great about that is that you know, it's not just a donation. It's a donation plus, of course, you're getting the game on top, so you get to enjoy this awesome little like side-scrolling zombie shooting, really sort of classic. You know, it's a cool game that I'm actually really proud to be a part of. You know, I love that, and I know you do this a lot too, because you're a retro gamer. I love that classic feel that Korg the Dead has. So that's something that people can do to help out. And this is not, you know, again, this is not. In fact, it doesn't even have to be political. What you're doing is that you're contributing to the Red Cross. Now that's everybody. That could be, you know, that's soldiers and civilians. I mean, that could be, you know, men, women, and children, of course. You know, because everybody's going to be affected. Citizens, unfortunately, are getting hurt over there. So that's something that people can do. That you get something in return, right? You get to play this game, but at the same time, you're also making a difference.
No prize.
And I had found this out a couple days ago, and I was going to let you know.
Merchandise.
So you know that there's been, you know, obviously a few Sega people that have been helping with Korg the Dead as well. You know, giving us a hand, testing on their not on the clock but off the clock. And one of my buddies had to play a game in the Sega studio, and they wanted to try something that was non-Sega, so he literally played Korg the Dead in the Sega studio.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, for about an hour. So I thought that was really cool because, you know, we have, you know, obviously so much inspiration. Most of the inspiration came from Sega games, you know, like the level design and all of that came from me loving Sega side-scroll games.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I say this all the time to Corey, like I had pitched to Corey about being in the game back in, 2020. Asking him if he wanted to be in the game, like end of 2020, and it was like one of the most, you know, it was almost as heart-wrenching or, you know, heart-pounding as when I asked him to be on a stream for the first time before me and him became like really close. And I just remember when he said yes, and I was like, I think about that all the time. Is you have like the hero that kept you alive through one of the most painful experiences in your life, and now in a video game that you made about your corgis that's inspired by a lot of stuff from Sega. So, and when we wrote his story, we literally named the corgi Henry the Corgi Field Marshal, who is based off of a real corgi, my friend's corgi Henry. So, and you get to hear, I'm not gonna, you know, obviously I have all the lines already. Corey's done all the voice work in triplicate. I've got different accents. He was the only one that we picked for the role. I didn't interview anybody else. So, when he had started sending me lines, he sent me like different variations of the lines, and there was a funny story about me and him where he actually thought that when I said I was listening to different lines, he thought that there was other people, and I was like, are you kidding? Like, that was like one of my in shock moments. I was like, no. His lines are so different, the way he does his accents, that it sounds like different people. So, like, we were literally going through those trying to pick out which version of Corey's voice we wanted for Henry. And we're still figuring that out. FYI. Because you're going to hear Corey's voice very differently than what you hear in Shenmue. Like, you're hearing like a Texas accent almost. Or actually a Texas accent because Corey grew up in Texas and Henry the Corgi Field Marshal is from Texas. So yeah, like, getting those lines and getting to hear like lines that you wrote being said by Corey Marshall was crazy. Like, absolutely crazy. Did I ever thank you for doing that, by the way?
Of course.
I think I did,
of course
right?
You did. Well, if not, then you can do so right now.
So yeah, actually, funny enough, I was thinking of, you know, what I was going to play tonight, and it was when I called you yesterday, and I was so torn between, you know, either playing this, Shenmue, which my favorite game, or Alien Isolation, which is my favorite survival horror game. And I was talking with Kevin about it last night, and he brought up a story because, you know, I had told him that you were going to come and say hi for a little bit, and he was like, I remember the time I was watching Corey and Katana play that, and Corey screamed at the top of his lungs during one of these scenes, and like Katana made fun of him for it. Do we have that clip somewhere?
Alien Isolation is an excellent game. If anybody who hasn't played that yet, first of all, you know, where have you been? Second of all, go play it now. It's a great game.
Can you believe that game is 9 years old, Corey?
Oh, man. That's crazy, though. I mean, if you think about it, because some of the games that I play are, yeah, they're older games and stuff like that. You know, I'm playing Skyrim right now, and, you know, that's an older game as well. But, yeah, for Alien Isolation to be 9 years old, it doesn't look... I mean, it looks like they just released it. It really does.
Yeah, like, it's crazy. Actually, you know, I was thinking about this because a lot of people haven't got to see it. I'm going to put on, while I talk to you for, like, what do we have, like 5 more minutes, and then we'll call it for the night? Because I know you got it. I know you have another thing you need to do. But yeah, like, it's incredible how well that game aged. Like, that blows my mind how well that game aged.
Yeah. Yeah, and, you know, Katana and I both have done multiple playthroughs on that. We haven't done, I don't know what the master mode is on that particular game, but we haven't done that yet. Oof, that would be hard.
There are people, like Kevin plays it on advanced. I would love for you to do the DLC. Because they got back your favorite, your queen. They got back Sigourney Weaver.
Oh, man. Well, if you don't love Sigourney, then there's something wrong with you.
For real, like, that's like a hate crime. I think that's literally like treason if you don't like Sigourney Weaver. So yeah, just to let you know, we've designed a lot of your boss, but we haven't even started on level 5 yet, because since we went into early access, it gave us a lot more time to really focus on extending out bosses, you know, storylines and whatnot.
Okay.
So like we extended out Zell's storyline, and then yesterday, I'll send them to you. So another thing that a lot of people don't know is, so Katana, Corey's daughter Katana, is a ballerina, she's a model, she's a voice actress, and she's an actor. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, Ibs? Ibs is in here, Corey.
Oh, hey, Ibs, how you doing, my man? Welcome.
Welcome to the stage of history. So yeah, I had asked, there was a joke going around that Corey isn't the most talented marshal in the family, and technically, Katana has more voice roles than Corey does. And we added on another one when we have her portraying. I'm about to die. I just died in my own game. Oh my gosh, I just died. Yes. So Katana is actually portraying Wei Aang, the panda boss in the game. So how are you doing, Ibs? Yeah, so we just played some Shenmue. We're about to wrap it up, but we were talking about Korg of the Dead and the charity and Shenmue as a whole. So I decided to just show off a little bit of Shenmue, a little bit of Korg of the Dead. Well, she's in Shenmue 3, so I really, 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 really hope that we get to hear her again in Shenmue 4.
That would be amazing. You know, the thing is that she played what? How many? Three, 4 characters?
She played 3 characters in Shenmue 3, and her 4th role is Wei Aang. So she's technically done 4 different roles now.
I've only played 1 role in Shenmue, and she's played 3. So.
But in your defense, and I'm gonna bring this story up because you always say that you asked to play. You went to you, and you said, "Hey you," and he's like, "No you," and you're like, "No me," and you're like, "Hey you, would you like me to do additional voices?" And you remember what he said to you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, he said, you know, that he wanted me to concentrate and be Hazuki. You know, he wanted me to be Hazuki all day, every day. He said he didn't want me to kind of bounce around from character to character. You know, basically he wanted me to live in Hazuki's head for the whole time that I was doing Shenmue. And that was his, you know, desire. That was his wish, that he didn't want me to think about anything else other than Hazuki as far as the game is concerned. And
so Ibs just wanted to know, how proud were you when she got cast in Shenmue?
Oh, you know, the thing is, it's like one of those moments. It's like, you know, it's full circle, right? Because Shenmue was my very first voiceover gig in my life, and Shenmue was also Katana's very first voiceover gig. We were both actors, of course. We both do other things, you know, TV commercials, movies, stage work, all that stuff. But yeah, Shenmue was first voice gig for both of us. So yeah, very proud.
That's like, you know, some full circle stuff. I just went into the shop, and I don't think Ibs has heard his baby Leo meow, because we added that in. So yeah, you know, Core, I told you that I'm not gonna make Ibs upset. So Ibs lost a cat named Leo at the age of 6 months from FIP, and we snuck him into the game. We went down. I went and made an Instagram, found pictures of Leo, and we had him digitized into the game, and he's now the forever shopkeeper in the game. So that was like because, you know, now his baby can be with him forever. And we added in this thing that when you try to activate on him, he says, "Sorry, mate, I'm not for sale," and he meows at you.
Nice.
Yeah, that was that was our love letter to Ibs for Leo.
That's great. You know, see, that's the thing about you know, independent video game making, is that there are wonderful little Easter eggs in there. You know, things like that not everybody's going to know, but of course there's going to be a few people who are privy to that sort of information, and that makes it, you know, special.
And you're so right. Like, that was like a big thing, is, you know, the cricket bat from Shaun of the Dead, you know, the helicopter crash from Resident Evil in the Arklay Mountains, you know, the level 2, which is a forest level, which is literally the level from Shinobi on Sega Saturn. Like, when you're independent developer, you can put in so much stuff like that, you know, that requires red tape for like a company as big as Sega, you know? So like, it kind of gives us a little bit more carte blanche to really just do what we want. And, you know, the shopkeeper idea came from Ibs' story. Like, Ibs told the story, and I went to Ben and I was like, we need to make a shopkeeper, and it needs to be a cat, a ragdoll kitten named Leo, and we did that. Like, that was a focus, and then we're even taking it a bit further for like things that, you know, that we discussed a couple of days ago, since we're on, you know, we're on an early access track. So we were able to space out and do like little things per patch. So like for instance, and I was talking about this, and I'll give me like 5 more minutes, Corey. I know you definitely want to go, but Corey likes hearing this stuff anyway. So we were thinking about Zell, right? Zell Valentina. And I had cast an amazing new voice actress who I actually met because of Ibs, named Sailor Tabby Cat. She's absolutely incredible. And I wanted to extend out her storyline because obviously she's got military training, she's running the militia in Korg of the Dead, but you don't really know a lot about her. So I wrote a storyline about how she was the first member of her family to be born. She was the first female, a daughter of like a family of all boys. I don't know why I'm coughing. Give me 1 sec. I'm fine. We're good. So her whole family is all military. So I wrote a whole story about her. And she's the first woman to be accepted into BUD/S and become a Navy SEAL. She actually gets stationed in South Korea. And she falls in love with a woman in South Korea. And the woman's dad is a big diplomat. So they get married in secret. And the father finds out. Zell pretty much like has to now deal with like her career ending because this diplomat is going crazy. You know, really big homophobe. You can't, like, women can't marry, and she marries this woman in secret. And we even took it a step further where it's a really old Korean line. Basically one of the best swordsmen in Korea from like 800 years back. So the family has a katana that's passed down from son to son, from father to son. So when they're escaping, they actually take the katana with them. So Zell and her girlfriend, then wife, because they get married, take that katana. They get back to the States. They're married for around 3 years, and then the wife is bitten by, like, during the zombie apocalypse. So Zell loses everything. So we wrote this whole story, and after you beat Zell, we designed her chambers, and in there is a memorial for the wife, and there's the katana there. And then Leia is going to be able to take that katana and carry it on. So yeah, I wrote a whole story about that. I wanted to, you know, touch on, you know, women in the military, the, you know, don't ask, don't tell policies in the 90s, you know, fathers, you know, this whole, the whole Asian culture, and, you know, we wrote that whole story. And I went to Sailor Tabby Cat because I was explaining this to her because I had hired her for Zell, and I let her know, I go, just to let you know, this is like what we're doing. And she was like, and she's like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then I found out that her family, that her dad is like, I think in NATO or something, was like huge military guy. So like this, she's like, this is absolutely amazing. Like, it's like you knew a lot of my storyline before even asking me about my storyline. So yeah, we've been extending out the bosses on purpose because we want to give them that humanity. Like, so obviously we're doing that for Wei to Aang next, and obviously we're doing it for Henry. We're not doing it for the first 2 bosses because those are more animalistic. You know, Ursa Minor is you know, a bear, but a bear that's, you know, been like zombified, and then Nutso, same type of situation. But then, since those are earlier in the stages of the game, we wanted to kind of, the deeper you get into the game, that there are pockets of survivals, you know, survivalists, and that's where, you know, Zell comes in. She runs a militia. When she got back to the States and her wife is killed, she forms a militia when the world's ending. Because remember, what you're seeing in Korg of the Dead is kind of like an homage to Day of the Dead, where they outnumber us 200,000 to 1. Like, for every one man, there's like 200,000 zombies. So, like, what you're seeing when you're playing these levels is endgame. Like, this is the end. Like, this is like pockets of survivors left. So, we wanted to extend out per character. And obviously, you know a lot about your character. We're doing a lot for Wei to Aang. Very excited about her. Ben last night designed some new sprite animation for her. Absolutely incredible. So yeah. Hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, so that's again what Corey just said. That's the beauty of being an independent game developer is, you have your time, and then sometimes you get lucky and you meet people like Corey and you meet people like Ibs that support you and allow you to use like their baby in the game, and offer to do the voice for like a very important character in the game. And so, Corey, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we end this shindig?
I don't think so. I think we talked about definitely the importance of what we're doing here today with raising money for children and their disabilities and stuff like that, and also the wonderful work that you're doing raising money for the Red Cross on your game. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for not only doing what you do, but also being a creator as well. And making this really awesome game together has been a lot of fun. And I'm happy to be here, and I'm very happy with everything that you're doing. So,
well, Corey, you're the man, and I love you. I'm gonna love you. You're literally the best part of my favorite video game. So, but yeah, so nobody go anywhere. I'm gonna raid out to the amazing Marta right now. We're gonna try to keep this party going. Oh, that stinks, AOD. I'm sorry. So yeah, thank you for everybody that joined tonight. You guys were all amazing. Thank you so much to Corey for hanging out and trying to help us raise some money for this charity. I was only trying to get 100 quid, and to get to 85 was, I felt like we did such a mitzvah to get to 85. Like, we did our part. So, let's raid out right now to Marta, because this woman is incredible, and she's on I think her 11th hour now of streaming. She is freaking amazing, and she is doing retro right now. I think she's playing Flicky. So yeah, again, Corey, thank you so much. And just give me 1 second, guys. We're gonna raid out. Hold on 1 sec, Corey. All right, everybody, have a great night, and thank you so much for watching.